Taoism is the religion I chose to share with you today. The belief of Taoism emphasizes living in harmony with the Tao, which means way, path, or principle. The Tao is basically the source and driving force behind everything. The religion of Taoism is nominated as the religion of state for all of China. As many other religions, though, after the 17th century, fell far from favor and was prosecuted against by political Chinese leaders. Taoism has had a great impact on Chinese culture over thousands of years. Taoism has influenced Chinese alchemy, Chinese astrology, Zen Buddhism, many martial arts, and traditional Chinese medicine. Laozi was the main prophet in the Taoist religion, and he taught about the concepts of the yin-yang and the 5 elements. With these beliefs, one must work to become one with harmony. At Taoist schools, they teach many important rituals, including divination and exorcism. The greatest text in Taoist religion is the Tao Te Ching, which talks about the teachings of Laozi, which he authored. English speakers continue to debate on the translation of the root Chinese word, meaning way or path. The book is also known as the Tao Te Ching, or Tao Te Ching, but mainly is called the Tao Te Ching, meaning the way, virtue, book. The book includes tales of 5,000 Chinese characters and 81 brief chapters. There's a debate how Taoism should be categorized. Tao literally means way, but can be interpreted as road, channel, doctrine, or track. The terms Tao and Day are very religious terms shared between Taoism and Confucianism. The Tao Te Ching rose because of the creation of Confucianism started by one of Laozi's students, Confucius. Another book of importance in Taoism is the Zhuangzi, which was a reaction to the Confucian Mohist ethical disputes in his History of Thoughts, which said that Laozi was a prior step to Mohists and Confucians by implication. Taoists basically challenged ideas of conventional morality, while Confucians thought it just needed strong ethical guidelines. As Buddhism entered into Chinese culture, it was thought of as a foreign Taoism. Buddhism was translated into Chinese using Taoism vocabulary. Ideology between the 3 religions, Taoism, Buddhism, and Confucianism, rivaled each other for centuries, but also continued to influence each other greatly. One of Laozi's greatest friend and commentator was a Confucian. Westerners that have studied Taoism find it odd that they venerate gods and do not find a need for deities. Abrahamic religions have at least one god, while Taoists do not. Everything has sprung and springs from the Tao, but is controlled by the Tao as well. The Tao itself is not God, nor is it a god, nor is it worshipped by Taoists. As other religions speak about God or gods, Taoists speak about the Tao, so it may be surprising that they do not worship it. Taoists do have the gods that are powerful, but are also part of the universe and are usually borrowed from other religions. Each of these gods have their own role and have their own title rather than personal name. Taoist ethics are less important when doing good acts and are more focused on being a good person who lives in harmony with all things and people. If a Taoist wishes to do good, he should take all of his decisions upon the context of the Tao. Taoists thus always do what fits in and is required, but never any more. The perspective of Taoists are that Westerners always intervene, which interferes with the way of things and is destructive to the outcome of everything. Taoism is a gender-neutral religion which goes from the yin-yang that teaches that masculine and feminine are complementary, inseparable, and equal. The Tao is not God and is not worshipped. Taoism has multiple deities, but even though they are worshipped in Taoist temples, are part of the universe and, like everything else, depend on the Tao. The Tao includes several concepts in a single word. The Tao is the source of creation, the ultimate, the inexpressible and indefinable, the unnameable, the natural universe as a whole, the way of nature as a whole. And that's it. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned much from the information.